Alright gang, welcome back to some more Mario. We last left off at YMIR Force. Mere Force, I don't know what that's saying. But we finished the Inafune Tower and we're going to continue on. Point of advice, those creatures can be cute. It looked like they said cure for some reason. But they are pure evil of this force. Okay, yeah, we see that right there. Should have saw that coming. You play these Kirby games for a while and everything cutesy, you kind of don't just have late reactions or whatever, or at least I do. So I hope everyone's having a good week. I'm having another one. It's a record if I've been keeping track, and I haven't. I've just been kind of rolling with whatever punches come my way, but can't really complain. I mean, I could, but it wouldn't do me any good. So let's go ahead and save here. By the time you see this video, some Banjo-Kazooie stuff will already be on the channel, so I'm not sure that's actually spoilers, but you know, this is made obviously ahead of schedule, so what I'm playing now, like I try to explain to some folks, what I'm playing now obviously isn't what you're seeing on the channel right now. So with that said, I had some issues there with that getting recorded the way I wanted it to. But part 3 will be up, and you won't see part 2 at all. It just won't be available. So for those of you who saw it when you saw it, hope you found a way to enjoy it. So with that said, we're going to keep moving along with that series and possibly another Kirby video series. I think we did save right here. I'm sorry about that, got some background noise. But hopefully that stops soon. But anywho, supposed to have had some DS stuff up on the channel. Still waiting on that to come through. I'll probably explain what happened with that in that video sometime shortly. You'll probably see that one again before you see this. So it won't be that big of a deal, but it's like before you even know it, the time you spent waiting on something isn't even worth the actual thing you were waiting on anyway. It's funny how stuff like that works out. So I've got some more coupons and press pass releases from the good folks at Sony. I don't know what that is. If you saw the Cola Kingdom videos, I kind of go into why they're sending me stuff, or at least why I think they're sending me stuff. But it hasn't stopped, and not that I'm complaining. They sent me some movie, some football movie. I have no idea what it's about. I didn't really read it. I just read the description. I just know that it's free. And then there's some James Brown movie coming out the day after that. They sent me a pass for that too. So it's going to be an interesting set of days next week. Oh wow, that you really can't even touch the ground there. It'll be a couple of interesting days next week when it comes to that. 4 minutes on the same crap. Wow. But with movie prices skyrocketing to like $10 in my area, I'd be surprised if, you know, you even hear any kind of movie reviews from me, period, unless they're like older style movies and what have you. Okay, so we finally got past that one dumb part there. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do as far as how I upload stuff on the channel. You know, sometimes I get a little tired of seeing the same stuff, but then I don't want to have like 15 different Let's Plays going on simultaneously. That's a lot to keep up with, you know. It's like, alright, you've got 5 Mario games going on or whatever, and, you know, 3 completely different type of games, but when are you going to finish one of them? Or when are they going to, the finished one's going to be uploaded on the channel, to be more precise. So I'm kind of trying to figure out the ins and outs of that. Let's go ahead and save here, actually. Because there's one of the things I wanted to talk about, and that's, you know, just retro collecting. That's a popular thing these days, and I was watching a video, a Pat the NES Punk video, if you're familiar with that guy and his channel. Met him at MagFest this year also. I want to see if this is Death or not. Yes, it is Death. Just wanted to be sure that that's what that was, because I got lucky jumping on that without touching it the first time. But anyway, Pat had an interesting video up where he was talking about retro collecting, and Pat has a lot of games. A lot of games. You would think he'd have more viewers with the amount of games he has, only based on the fact that the conversation was, does having a huge video game collection make someone, you know, popular, but not even popular, but, you know, elitist, or do people kind of look at that as like, you know, you buying your respect by, you know, having all these games and not really playing them. Me, myself, I'm not really one of those types of collectors. You know, if I could have everything digitally, that would not bother me. There's certain games that, you know, from my childhood, I enjoy having physical copies of those. You know, I just recently got a copy of Final Fantasy VIII to go along with 7, and, you know, I've got various ways of playing Final Fantasy VIII that don't involve having the original copy of it. You know, there's the PSP that can play them, you know, PS3, you know, there's emulators, any kind of, you know, device that you may have already, and there's a way to kind of, you know, go ahead and play that. So here we go. The next part of that, whatever, the caves, yeah. We'll just call it the caves. So anyway, it got me thinking, you know, because you have some people who, they buy all these games and don't have time to even really play them anymore, let alone they have no intention on playing them. They're just like, hey, new in box, not for sale. This is just, you know, like furniture, you know, the good furniture that your mom has at the house that you can never use, or the good china that you can never eat off of. That's how some people view these games. And it's like, no, these games were meant to be played. It's good that you have them in good condition and in the box and what have you, but if you weren't playing them, you know, I don't know. I'm not, like I said, I'm not really one to argue. I've got a modest collection, bigger than some of, you know, my friends that I hang out with regularly, but I'm constantly meeting people who have game collections that look like museums, and they personally think their own collections aren't that big, but they're comparing their collections amongst their friends and other YouTubers who have, you know, stuff for days on end to play. So with that said, it had me thinking about the channel and what I'm showing on here, and I want to make a habit to you know, finish some series off before I go into other things. I know a lot of times there's channels where it's like, oh, they're playing this set of games and I'm not interested in any of them, but would you prefer a part 1, like 100 part 1s, and wait forever for part 2 in tandem with the other videos? Or would you just, oh man, I can't talk and play at the same time? Or would you just rather, you know, see a series, a series, you know, finished off and then watch something else? That's kind of where I'm at, the decision I have to make, but, you know, I don't know. There are a bunch of games I have in queue just, to play, personally. And then there's games that I wouldn't play at all that I kind of use the channel to motivate me to play. For instance, I don't think I'd be playing Legacy of Kain if someone didn't recommend it. And the same would go for, like, some first-person shooters and things like that you may see on here. So, you've got some Dreamcast games that, you may see because of the channel, but I need to be playing them because they're just kind of sitting around and thus being part of the problem that I'm speaking about. So let me know what you guys think or what you do personally with your own collections. Do you care about having digital, or do you even play the games you have physical copies of and buy digital? I mean, there's just so many ways you can go about that. But me personally, like, I just bought a copy of Injustice through a superhero sale that Sony had available. And it was the complete edition of that game, all the DLC included, for like $8 because I have PlayStation Plus. And you can't really say no to that, knowing that GameStop is still charging like $20 for a copy of the regular version of Injustice. So, let's see. Do we have time? Let's go ahead and get House of the Damned out of the way. That's not something I want to start on. I'm not a fan of ghost houses. I like some of the puzzles, but if this was just Mario versus Bowser versus Mighty No.9 and it excluded ghost houses, I'd be fine with that, but not many Super Mario World hacks avoid ghost houses. Wow, so every door I've been in so far has been the wrong door. I just want to end it on a less... Well, I could have ended it here and avoided any kind of stress-inducing moments, but what the hey. I really want to finish this game, but it's almost part of the same thing. It's like if I do these quick, 10-minute videos and dice them all up, it'll take a month before you can see everything versus, me, let's save here while I have two good weapons, versus me just playing like 30-minute blocks and then, the series is up in a couple of weeks. Because I'm running the running the risk of... Okay, is this different? I don't know if that was different or not. I don't think it was. Probably should have just kept going up. Crap. But what I was trying to say before I was concentrating for that brief second was you end up dating some of the videos, and it's like I'm in the future making these, and by the time you see them, they're in the past. Just because... Oh man, we shouldn't have done that. Let's go back. It's like any door that you go in is wrong, so you might as well just keep going forward. It's pretty much how this looks. Okay, we have a P-switch. Let's go ahead and save here. Can I go through here? Okay. And you lose the P-switch, so we're not going to do that. Oh, okay, so I can go down here now, whereas I guess I couldn't before. And that was the wrong way. So let's go back again. Let's actually check that out. Boom. Able to go through here. What's over here? Okay, let's save right here because maybe there's a door. Go in, come on. Okay, so that screws you over too. So we know we've got to hurry up. Come on, douche. Wow, well that didn't help me out at all. This is starting to get frustrating because I was really thinking the stage would be up. Okay, so we're going to have to go back here. Because I really goofed up by going in here, I think. It's like we're doing this all over at this point. You don't go up here, you go up here, you fly over him. Well, you move. Jeez, okay. So we're back here again. Got through this part rather quickly, mind you. But a lot of that's because, you know, we know what to do. Let's actually save again. I think, like I said, you go in here, you get screwed over. So you don't want to go in there. You take the P switch. Oh, these ghosts are just in the way. Get out of my way. You go here. Do you even want to go that way? You don't know what's actually a trick or not. It's like, do I take the P switch all the way to the beginning? What's the deal? Oh, look at that. There's a silver door right there. Screw it. I'm gone. Okay, so we got to another part of the level. I can jump through this. Oh, you move. This game is not trying to compensate me for my lack of patience. Some of these levels, it's like, hey, I just want to be done with it. Just want to be done with it. I don't have all day. Well, you move. Really? I saved though, right? Good. Wow. Okay, let's book it. Okay, here was the dummy that got me in trouble right here. Okay, where is the goal post so I can end this? There we go. Now we're talking. Alright, next time when we come back, it will be something else. Let's go ahead and see what that is before I end this. Next time we come back, it will be M-Wave Change 2. Okay, that sounds somewhat interesting. But as always, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend, tell your grandma, whoever. See you later.